on, guys? This is David. Welcome back to the channel. As always, remember to like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. I really appreciate it. You know, um, as always, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research. I am not a financial advisor. Man, do your own research. That's what we're here for. And like I said, take a second to just like the video, share the video out. I really appreciate it. But hey, today's video, man, this is something that's like near and dear to my heart. And one of the reasons that I do this investing um, to begin with, and it's to, build for the future. Build for the future. Taking that sacrifice, somebody in the family has to make that sacrifice to put you in, the future in a good position. So myself, I look at myself as making a sacrifice so those that come behind me can have it better than what I had. And that's what we're doing now. And one of the things that I do, one of the things I've been doing is putting in the work to make sure my son has you know a heads up on his future. You know, I'm not gonna say help. You know, I want him to be. I want him to know. When he looks back on things years from now, I want him to be proud of what his parents did for him to help set him up in a better position. And I think that's what we're doing right now, myself and his mom, with his investing portfolio. And I think that if he continues on what we've been doing these last few years, that he's going to be rich one day, and that one day may be sooner than what he thinks. So in this video, I want to give a breakdown of my son's portfolio. I don't think I've ever done it before, but I want to take a little deeper dive into his portfolio, every position that he has, just to show you what he's invested in and some of the returns percentage wise that he has received in his portfolio. Not going into the value of the portfolio or how many shares of each position, because that's a little too personal. We don't need to discuss all that. But I do want to show you what he's invested in, and the importance of not only investing long term, but just investing in your kid's future. That's what we're doing when we invest in his portfolio. If you know me, I speak on having, and I had to learn this by trial and error, a sweet spot for a portfolio. And around 8 to 10 positions, or 6 to 10 positions, no more than 10 positions, right? But I also believe in multiple portfolios, depending on what your goal and purpose is for that portfolio. Now, with my son's portfolio, he's 17 years old. He only has one portfolio, so you're going to see a few more positions than that 8 to 10 sweet spot that I'm usually accustomed to talking about. So, but let's jump right into it. I want to show you guys his portfolio and how he's doing, and why I think that he will be rich one day based off the work that we're putting in now. So let's jump right into his portfolio. And what we have here is a portfolio, 17-year-old teen portfolio. He has an account set up through Fidelity. It's a UTMA account. UTMA stands for Uniform Transfer to Minors. That's the type of account that he has here. And here you see every position that he has in the portfolio. And I'm going to go through and I'm going to kind of give you a breakdown of why or how, we set this up. So let's just start off at the top with PWB, Invesco Exchange Traded. It's an ETF, right? Last price is $100.16. My son is up 555% on this position, and his average cost base is $15.28. This is one of the first positions that we purchased for him, and I give his mom credit for this because I'm not even sure where she found this ETF from. I don't know if it was through her job or whatever the case may be, but this was one of his first positions that we purchased for him, and he's had it for quite some time. And let's go to Meta. Meta last price $573.25. My son is up 425% on this position with an average cost basis of $109.16. Let me give you some feedback on some backstory on this. When Meta went through its issues a few years ago, I kind of panicked and sold out of my position. I bought some back now, but I had a pretty nice position, and I sold while I was in profit. But in my son's account, we decided like, hey, this may bounce back. Let's hold on. Let's see, where this is gonna go. Because I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to sell it and get something else, but I was talked out of it, and it was a good strategy, right? So my son is up 425% on his position. Let's go to Costco. Last price $891.22. My son is up 157% on this position with an average cost of $345.98. Next, Shopify. Last price $79.05. My son is up 135% on this position with an average cost base of $33.58. I'm gonna pat myself on the back for this one because Shopify is one of those positions that I thought it would be smart to add to his position after they did a stock split a few years ago. I don't know if it was last year or the year before, and it's turned out to be a pretty good investment so far. And next we have Apple. Apple, last price at the time of this video, $231.41. He is up 107% with an average cost basis of $111.32. You guys know how I love Apple. In my portfolio, I'm trying to get to 100 shares. Apple is, I'll probably always be a believer in Apple. So that's a no-brainer to add to the portfolio. Next, we have Cisco. Cisco, last price is $55.74. My son is up 93% on his position with an average cost base of $28.85. Next up, we have Microsoft. Microsoft last price, $428.15. My son is up 52% on his position with an average cost base of $281.60. Next up, we have Amazon. Amazon last price, $187.83. My son is up 51%, almost 52%, with an average cost base of $123.59. And we have Google, and I'm gonna stop after Google. Google last price is $166.99. My son is up 44.83%, with an average cost base of $115.30. Now I'm gonna stop right there. Got a couple things to say. Pat myself on the back again regarding Amazon and Google. We thought it was good, idea to add to my son's portfolio once they did a split a few years ago. Some of you guys do remember the 21 split that happened. I believe it was 2 years ago or 3 years ago. We decided to add these positions to my son's portfolio, and they are doing quite well since we added it. So, and also, just like with any portfolio, we've had other positions in this portfolio over time, and sometimes a trial and error. Sometimes you're adding positions to a portfolio because of namesake, or tradition, and sometimes that's not the best way to go. If you see another video of mine that I just did previously, a portfolio, when I add something to the portfolio, even my sons, like, you have two roles. Either you're growing or you're paying me. If you're not growing and you're not paying me, you don't have a role in my portfolio. I'm not going to add positions to the portfolio just to say we have these positions. You either have to be growing or you have to pay me, right? So when I talk about the rest of this portfolio, it's because we had to make some changes to the portfolio, right? You see the returns that we have on these positions that's been in the portfolio for quite a while. And if you notice, they're heavily tech related, right? So, which is great. Tech has been known to grow over time. However, there can be some downturns, right? I think we had, maybe 2022 or something like that. It was a downturn in the market. And with that being said, if you're heavily allocated in one area, it can have a pretty negative impact on your portfolio. So when I go through the rest of this portfolio, it's because what I wanted to do is start building a foundation outside of tech, and I wanted to add some income, right? So I wanted to start building a solid foundation, S&P income, things like that, to kind of balance this portfolio out. And that's what we started doing. And so we go. So the next position we have JEPQ, right? JEPQ is one of my favorite ETFs, and man, I think a lot of people should look into this ETF. But anyway, last price $55.40. Total gain is 21.75%. We have an average cost base of 45.5%. And like I said, these last positions, they haven't been in the portfolio as long as the previous positions are, but you can still see that they are serving a purpose and they are growing, and that's what we like to see in the portfolio. Divo, and mind you, JEPQ does pay a monthly dividend. Divo, last price $40.89. We are up 16, or my son is up 16.95% with an average cost base of $34.96. VOO, now we're talking about that solid foundation, right? S&P now. Last price $532.26. My son is up 11.6% with an average cost base of $476.90. Next up, SCHD. Last price $28.15. My son is up 11.24%. Average cost base of $25.30. Next up, NVIDIA. Last price $141.54. My son is up 10.89% with an average cost base of $127.63. Next up, NVDY, which is the yield max to NVIDIA, more income, right? Last price $26.23. Total, we're up, or my son is up 1.74%. Average cost base $25.78. Last but not least is Tesla. Last price $269.19. My son is up 1.45%. Average cost base $265.33. So this is my son's complete portfolio. And as you see, in regards to return, his portfolio is green all the way down, right? And we know that, hey, let's be real, NVIDIA can change in a heartbeat, Tesla can change in a heartbeat. So I'm not acting like he's been green all the time. That's not the case. But as of right now, at the time of this video, every position in his portfolio is up. Every position, and we are actively investing in his portfolio. Right now, the last year or two, we've been, specifically myself, have been focused on the last half of the portfolio as far as building up the income, building up these ETFs, investing in NVIDIA and Tesla. Like you see what's already being established in the top 10 positions or whatever the case may be. So, or the 9 positions. So now we're building more of a foundation for the long term. And once you combine the two, like I said, he's just in high school. He still has college to go. He still has a long way to go before he's out on his own. And, the goal is to continue to invest, continue to feed these positions. So where he's, by the time he's able to invest in his own or out on his own, and really can fend for himself, he's going to have a portfolio that's going to be very healthy. And if he continues on investing in this portfolio, what's already been built out, which I think he will, he's going to reap the benefits. He's going to reap the benefits in a very, very big way. And he's already off to a great start right now. But yeah, this is my son's entire portfolio, and as you see, I wanted to share this information specifically for those who are not investing for their kids and not investing in their future. This is how you can invest in their future. Have them set up, and especially if your kids are young kids, if you have kids under 5 or under 10, like this is the time. This is the time to be putting in the work. And it's okay if you have, a savings bond or 5,000 here saved for them and 10,000 here saved. But just think if you just constantly investing in the stock market, day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out, what type of position they would be by the time they are ready to take on the world for themselves. And that's the mindset that we have. My son is 17 now. He'll be, like I said, he still has, he still has to finish high school, still go to college. It's, it could be a few 5 or 6 more years before he's ready to even look at this on his own. And I show him to him, I give him updates on where he sits, and just to let him know that, hey, this is real. This is real. This is real money here, because he may not can understand it because he's not seeing anything for himself right now. He's not physically having the money, but he has significant growth in his portfolio. He's receiving pretty solid monthly income, dividend income out of this portfolio. That when he's really ready to look at it 7 or 8 years, 6, however many years from now, he's going to be in a great position. And I think he's, if he continues on with what's already been established for him, he's going to be rich one day based off the work that we're doing right now. So, but yeah, this is what I want to share with you guys, man. My son's entire portfolio right now. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think we're doing a good job? Have some improvements for him, or just your feedback. I'm down for feedback, whether it's yay or nay. You don't have to agree with everything I do, but yeah, leave your feedback. What do you guys think of this portfolio? Do you own some of these positions? I know you do. I know most of you do. But what do you guys think? Do you? I know it's a pretty big portfolio as far as the number of positions. So some people may only do 3, 4, 5 positions, but I'm a little different, especially because this is for my son. I wanted to kind of have him exposed to a lot of different things, as long as they're producing, not just investing in it just to be invested. So, but yeah, this is the entire portfolio breakdown. This is why I think my son is going to be rich because of the work that we're doing right now. So, but yeah, remember to leave me some feedback, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, but we like to invest over here. So that's what we talk about. And that's it, man. I'll talk to you guys later.